Welcome back to Good Morning San Diego. It is 8:42. Look at the cars vrooming by. The San Diego Automotive Museum's Party in the Park Vroom Gala was on Saturday night. You may have heard Paul and I talking about it. We were fortunate enough to MC the fun event. But joining us now to recap that event and its fundraising efforts and where that money is going because it's an important cause, the CEO of the San Diego Automotive Museum, our friend Lenny Liszewski. Thank you so much for being here, Lenny.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
What a good time Saturday night.
Yeah, it was a blast. It was so much fun.
So much fun. Paul and I were so fortunate to help be there and raise money for the cause because it's really helping a unique niche in the community, and that is underprivileged kids going into a field of work that they can enjoy and create a great life with. Tell us about this initiative from the museum.
Yeah, it started 2 years ago when we were in some meetings and I was looking at all the connections that we had, and I kept hearing, oh, if you can teach a kid how to change a tire or teach a kid how to do this, I'll hire him today. And I was like, okay, well, there's something here. And I've always had in my heart to, at-risk youth, doing stuff for them. So let's introduce them to the jobs and within our circle of influence in the auto industry. And that could be anything. And if you want to go into marketing, you want to go into sales, everything happens under this umbrella. And so our goal is to take them on field trips, to show them all the opportunities. I mean, these are high-paying, six-figure jobs. Yeah. I mean, I know painters that won't touch your car for less than $65,000. And so if we introduce them to this and we can spark these interests, then we can hook them up with a mentor that can say, hey, here's where you are, here's where you want to be, so let me help you get there. And we've got tons of mentors lined up. We just finished piloting the program. Actually, we're in the tail end of it. And then hopefully be rolling out in January.
And we saw testimony from some of the mentors, some of the students involved, and how, this can, one student saying, I love working on the engines and getting to see how the car comes together and could have a great future in mechanics. And this is something that maybe they wouldn't have been exposed to otherwise.
Absolutely. I mean, it's being taken out of the high schools. And so how else are they going to get introduced to this? And so, I'm very fortunate that the San Diego Automotive Museum can fill that void and say, hey, let's introduce you to things that you're not getting in traditional school right now. And let's see if we can partner with the schools and say, hey, you're doing the academics and that's important, but let's find out those things, those vocational education things that can go on and help kids be well-rounded and a productive life.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they don't have an interest in going to college, or that's not an option for them, and this is something that, really sparks their interest. It's a great field to go into. We saw one of the photos there. Papa Doug Manchester was the honoree of the night. He's certainly given back so much to this community and to the Automotive Museum for this mission. Yeah,
Papa Doug's been great for us, and it's philanthropic work. The thing is every year we want to recognize somebody in the community that really helps make San Diego great. And it doesn't just have to be car people, although everybody so far has had some interest at some point in cars, but also really looking at helping the youth, because this program, I think, personally, is going to revolutionize the way museums look at education. Just having people come in and saying, okay, here's how cars work, here's the history of them. We still do that. But this part takes it to the next level. And people like Papa Doug and Jim Berg and some of the others that came out to support us. Discount Tires is a huge supporter of ours. And, you guys coming out and helping out really helps us bring awareness. And, we raised $1 million on Saturday.
That's incredible. I know that was the goal. Last year, it was around 750,000. And so this year the goal was $1 million, and you exceeded that, which is phenomenal. And this is just really going to help you put your wing around the next generation.
Absolutely.
And that's so important when we see, communities, societies being successful. It's helping that next generation. So congrats and kudos to everyone who came out and helped in that effort and gave back. It's a wonderful, wonderful mission. I do want to talk about something that's coming up, though, so people can get involved, talking about the next generation. This is getting those kiddos in there. It's the trunk or treat. We always talk about that, right?
Yeah, it's our trunk or treat. And this year we're partnering with the city of San Diego. So the Balboa Park there is doing a spooktacular on the 29th. And so we combined our trunk or treat with them. And so, kids can come out over the weekend and they can come, if they're dressed up, they get to come inside the museum. We actually put candy in the trunk of the cars that we're allowed to.
I was going to say, you kind of pick which cars you choose, right?
Yeah.
Some of them, I could tell the ropes were a little farther away. Don't touch, right?
Oh, yeah. But it's really great because the car community responds. And, you know, that beautiful back area that we have now, we can actually use that for multiple venue space all year long now. And so the car clubs will actually be coming and parking in the back, and they'll be popping their trunks and throwing candy in for the kids as well.
So it's a great opportunity to have the kids check out some really cool historic cars and get their trick-or-treating done as well, which is important. So we can all go to the website for more information?
Yep, absolutely. Go to the website, San Diego Automotive Museum.org.
Perfect. Lenny, thanks so much.
Well,
and
thank
thanks
you
for having us. It was a great time Saturday night.
Yeah, hopefully you come back next year, September 30th.
Happy to.
Don't know who we're performing yet, but...
That's okay. Well, we'll be there dancing anyway.
That'll be fun.